everybody, it's Lori. I just wanted to share with you a little project that I just finished. I signed up for a swap over on Mini Album Scrap's Ning site, and this one was the Z-Fold envelope pocket. And I signed up for 2 sets of 3, so I used a couple of different paper collections, and I did all 3 in the set pretty much identical, so I'm only going to show you one from each. The first set that I did was using the Prima romance novel collection. I don't think I ever get tired of this paper. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I used just a 6x6 paper pad, a few sheets from each paper pad, so it really didn't take a whole lot of paper because they're pretty small. But so what I did with each one of these is I attached kind of a little hinge here with a little extra space beyond the seam, just in case somebody wanted to either use a bind it all or cinch or punch holes in it for rings or whatever, to use it as a page in a mini album. That's what I plan on doing with the ones that I receive, is gonna hopefully make a little mini album out of each one of them. So this one here, on the flap here that is the fold in the envelope, I put a little metal filigree piece from Butterbee Scraps, and the 2 tags that I stuck in here look like this. They're just plain on the back, and I used some really pretty ribbon that I've had in my stash for a long time that matched the paper collection perfectly. And then this flap's open like this, and you could put pictures or whatever on this flap. And then on the inside, I took another filigree piece from Butterbee Scraps and glued that down and left it up here a little bit so you can slide something behind it. And I took one of the cutout envelopes here from the paper, and I'm sticking that in there. And then in the center here I have glued a jewelry piece from Hobby Lobby. Really pretty, nice and sparkly. I don't know if you can see it or not. And then I have attached a little perfume bottle charm onto that. And then the slide out pocket here is, or the photo mat I should say, is pretty good size. And then I've just put some journaling lines on the back that I used a Tim Holtz distress marker to do. Oh, and the little flowers here on the front and the back I made using a little punch out of just paper scraps from the collection. And then I put a brad in the center of this side, and then on the other side I just put a little piece of black bling. And I inked everything up with either black soot or vintage photo. And then you flip it over to the other side, and instead of, I didn't have any coin envelopes, which is what some people use for the other part of the Z, so I used some little paper bags that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby because they're the same size as the coin envelopes. And basically it just gives you an extra little pocket, which is the bottom of the paper bag. And so I stuck a little cutout from the paper in there, inked up the back with vintage photo. And you open it up like this. Another spot here for a photo or journaling. And then this tag comes out of the top there. Some more of that pretty ribbon. And oh, in the corner, I should mention, in the corner I used a Fisker's punch, decorative punch there. I'm trying to, I think it was the lace punch. It was one of those punches that had the 3 designs on it. And I've used some washi tape here on a lot of the seams to help reinforce them, because you know, the more wear and tear they get while you're making them, they want to rip. So I used extra washi tape there. And then I put a piece of black Recollections bling there. And I was thinking about maybe adding, you know, another flower over here or something, but I decided against it because the paper is so busy as it is. If they wanted to add a picture or do journaling, you know, I wouldn't want to cover this up because it's so pretty. so they'd only be left with a little spot here, so I didn't add any extra embellishments to it. And that is it for this one. And the other set that I did, I used the Prima Delight collection, and it's the same design, just a few different embellishments. Same thing here, I did a hinge in case they wanted to use a bind it all on it, and a little filigree piece here from Butterbee Scraps to separate the piece here to make a couple of different little pockets. And on this tag here, I've just tied some seam binding that I've colored a couple of different colors at the top, and then I also strung a little button on each one of them. And it opens up like this, and this is blank for photos or journaling. And I stuck another little metal piece here from Butterbee Scraps and left it up so I could stick something underneath it. And this is one of the journaling cards from the Delight collection. And in the center here, I have just glued a piece of bling from Hobby Lobby. And then this is this big slide out photo mat for this one. And I put journaling lines on the back, again using a Tim Holtz Distress marker. And the flowers here, I put a couple of different colors up there, are from Michael's, from the $1.50 bin. And then over on this side, more washi tape here on the seam to help reinforce it. And this is one of the tags that came with the Delight collection. This is something new Prima's doing. They're making little tags and tickets and such to go with their collections. And everything in this one here is inked up with weathered wood distress ink from Tim Holtz. And then it opens up like this. Another blank area for pictures. And some more washi tape. And then this tag here pulls out. Just some more seam binding. And on this piece here, I took one of those shabby rosettes from Lavish Laces and glued that down, left it up a little bit in case somebody wanted to slide anything behind it. And also a piece of vintage trim that I glued down and made a little pocket out of. And then I stuck 3 little cutout tags from the collection inside that. Oh, and some more washi tape. And that's it. That's my 2 little sets of Z-fold envelope pockets. I hope you like them. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will put the link below to the websites that I mentioned in the video just in case you're interested in taking a look. Thanks a lot.